Hello, it's Miriam from Blind Forest Tarot, and today I'm doing a video on the planet Jupiter's transit through Aries. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the card that rules the Wheel of Fortune card in tarot. And Aries is the sign of the warrior, of the trailblazer. It's the sign that rules the first house of self and personality. So clearly, more than anything, this transit will be about expanding your sense of self and really stepping on to this new trail that you've been setting up for yourself for the past several years. How exciting! Yay! So, the decks I'm using for this reading are the Circle of Life Tarot, Keepers of the Light Oracle, Infinite Wisdom of the Chakras, and Arcana of Astrology. Yay! So, the decks have already been shuffled. I have the cards all laid down, face down. And yeah, let's start by looking at the cards that split the deck entering the reading. So we started with number 33, Sacred Grove Guidance. So one way or another, Jupiter's transit through Aries, this leg of it takes place from May 10th, tomorrow, to October 27th. And it will be retrograding from July 28th till October 27th, when it will slip back into Pisces, which will actually be a huge second chance for some real dream come true activity. But leading up to that, yeah, the initial theme of this transit is Sacred Grove Guidance. 33 is the master number of the teacher, and it's so interesting that that came up because some astrologists hold that Jupiter in Aries was Jesus's natal placement. So this will be a really interesting time for stepping into like spiritual warriorhood and like living and breathing compassion as your sort of warrior mode in this whole different way, because our next cut card was Aquarius. So this transit really will be a huge part of ushering all of us into the new age, the age of Aquarius that has been upon us since the winter solstice in 2020. Amazing. So our next card is Green Terra, Supreme Protection. So there's that repetition of that compassion energy and the call to utterly trust in whatever circumstances this transit may hold, believing that they are pushing you in the direction you need to be sent in. Because Jupiter expansion, Aries is the god of war. We could be seeing some sort of war type activity during this time, because our final cut card is the Seven of Swords. So we will have to ask ourselves some hard questions during this transit. We'll have to ask, who are we at this point in our lives? What control do we have? What can we control? What can't we control? And what do we need to surrender in order to persevere with the mindsets we know we need to be holding in order to, create a better world? Wow! So those were our cut cards. And now let's get right into the shadow cards. Yay! These are the cards at the bottom of the decks after shuffling. And these are the underlying theme of Jupiter's first transit through Aries this year. And the first one is number 41, Great Central Sun Unity. So we have a theme going on here of, collectively needing to rise to the challenge of realizing that we are all in this together. That, we are not as separate as we may feel. And really needing to, come together in bigger ways so that there just is more like light in the world. But become aware of ideas, consciousness, and existence beyond the unknown. Amazing. And so our next shadow card is the 6th house. So a huge focus of this transit will be our routines, our like day-to-day work. But it's so interesting with this unity card, how we can bring sort of more community energy into our routines, especially with Aquarius as one of the cut cards. Amazing. But we'll be organizing ourselves around the type of routines that lead to utter Success, yay, because where it is Jupiter in Aries, important new trails are being blazed, related to our passions as well. Hooray! So our next shadow card is Diana, focused intention. And I love her like strong Sagittarius vibes with her arrow. She's also a protection goddess. We've been having so many protection goddesses in our readings lately. I'm like, what are we protected from? Well, obviously we know, but but yeah, I love that. Jupiter actually rules Sagittarius. So this will be a fiery transit. So probably both in terms of seeing anger play out and burn things up on the world stage, but also seeing our individual inner fires being stoked for better. Yay. So our final shadow card is the High Priestess. Amazing. So that's funny. There's like emphasis on like community, but also like going within to continue to heal and things like that. But the real emphasis I'm getting from the High Priestess is like, yeah, kind of like silence, like not engaging angrily, listening to your intuition and realizing that that is exactly what will guide you to the balance that your soul has been craving and what has led you to blazing this new trail, that you are really sort of like, yeah, realizing the power you hold through choosing. I love it. So the main reading, our main oracle cards for Jupiter in Aries. Oh, how beautiful. I love all these master numbers. We have number 22, divine flow, confidence. Whoa, I love it. She looks like she's like, that's what I do at the beach when I was a kid. I did it with the last time I was at the beach too. But when you like sort of like go in the water that just that deep and like do Little Mermaid stuff. Whoa. But oh, my like Mercury retrograde is beginning. My tongue is tied. But holy, let go of doubt and move forward confidently. Talk about Jupiter in Aries energy. This transit wants to fill you with confidence in the like new sunrise that's coming up in your life. So hold deep trust. And yeah, our next card is Aries. Wow. So yeah, this will be a time of like amazing new trails being blazed, huge emphasis on self-realization and realizing what you're fighting for in life. What does stoke your inner fire? Why does it? And what are you going to do with that? Amazing. And so, oh, beautiful. So our next main oracle card is Paul the Venetian. Experiencing grace. So there's so much emphasis on realizing no matter what happens on the world stage that you are held, you are protected, you are blossoming because you are one of the people who is choosing a softer, more intuitive, almost more feminine approach that's going to allow you to rock your creative gifts in a different way than if you were like trying to force things. So share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you through this transit. Yay! So what will be the main theme of Jupiter's transit through Aries? Oh, fascinating. So we start with the Magician reversed. I'm so glad that happened because I wanted to talk about how Jupiter enters Aries just a few hours or like 12 hours after Mercury goes retrograde. So this transit's entire birth chart has Mercury retrograde energy in it. So it will be actually many months of needing to roll with sort of trickster energy, but remembering sort of the intuitive realizations that help you stay on your toes. So the Magician reverse points back at the Fool card. So one way or another, maintain perspective through this whole transit that this is leading to a massive new start. It will lead to totally unexpected changes and things falling away, but one way or another, it's helping you step into your potential in a bigger way than ever. Amazing. So what will be the main challenge of this Jupiter in Aries transit? Yeah, and it's the King of Wands reversed. Exactly. Very similar to that Magician reversed energy in a way. Yeah, the main challenge of this transit will be to keep nurturing what you know you can master. So clearly you're entering this transit knowing what your passion is, but realizing there are several steps to take before you're like fully established. But this transit wants to motivate you to take those steps, to go into Queen of Wands mode, and yeah, nurture the energy that supports that mastery. The King of Wands upright is Leo energy. When it's reversed, oh my God, Queen of Wands energy is Aries energy. So the challenge will be doing the passion side of Aries expression, not the angry side. Yay. And so, yes, what self-realization leads to total expansion and coming into your own through this transit? And we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Amazing. So yeah, this won't be a time to close yourself off. This will be a time to realize that things will be changing very quickly. The Nine of Wands is pointing back at Eight of Wands energy, which is the energy of, yeah, incoming communication, new information being received that helps to inform the shifts that you've been waiting for. So yeah, this will be a time for like majorly coming out of your shell, for yeah, not holding back in any way. Interesting. And so what's our best advice for this Jupiter in Aries transit? Yeah, and it's the Five of Wands reversed. Interesting, the entire main reading is all reversed cards. So this could be a weird time of feeling blocked. I'm getting the stronger sense by more like what's going on in larger society. So yeah, that's why I guess the whole reading is anchored by the High Priestess. So like when in doubt, go within. Yeah, don't put too much stock in what's going on the world stage, like at a certain point, because especially with the shadow card or the cut card of the Seven of Swords, yeah, a lot of like untruths will be revealed. So that's why it will be important to be using your intuition as a compass. But one way or another, our best advice is the Five of Wands reversed. So there's another thread through this reading that's like, don't fight. Don't get angry. Don't go there when people try to like poke and engage you. That's general advice for Mercury retrograde anyway. But for this entire Jupiter in Aries transit, realize that any sort of fire is going to grow. So if it's positive passion fire, and if it's negative, angry, horrible, hurt people fire, don't throw gas on that one, man. Wow. So the Five of Wands reversed. Okay. And so, yeah, we had a jumper as well. I'm so excited to see what it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. So we had the Nine of Wands reversed as like the way that you're coming into your own, which I said was Eight of Wands energy. And the jumper for this reading is the Eight of Wands oriented towards the future. Holy moly. And the Eight of Wands in this deck is so interesting. It's a woman walking into the woods, having just cut the head off an old man. Whoa. So yeah, this Jupiter in Aries transit will involve some important decapitations of things that are not compassionate, that are not loving, that don't support the passionate expression of the collective. Whoa. But yeah, clearly this transit holds huge, sudden changes on the horizon. Oh my. And so what are our higher self cards? What are our messages of hope moving forward through Jupiter in Aries? And we start with beautiful number 30, Sky Messenger, freedom. So do trust that this will be a time of receiving freeingness. Whoa! Being freed from the past through, again, nurturing all the right things, which means the things that actually excite you on a soul level, as opposed to the things that just frustrate you and make you feel blocked. Yay. And so our next higher self card, oh, is Virgo. So much Virgo energy in this reading. So yeah, again, huge emphasis on you organizing yourself around what you actually want to be nurturing. We are in the midst of this amazing phenomenon called the Great Resignation, where people are leaving their like regular jobs and pursuing their passions, much like I have. If you're interested in doing the same, get in touch with me. I have a 4-week one-on-one immersion program called Divine Your Abundance that helps to clearly identify what that could mean for you and gives you a done-for-you plan for approaching it. But our next higher self card, is Charity. Prayer and contemplation. So staying spiritually centered is so heavily emphasized in this reading. Ask and you shall receive. So realize that nurturing your mind, nurturing your thought processes, keeping your inner world grounded and in check, and remembering to ask the universe for what you need will help so much. During this time, connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. I love that I even said that without reading the card. And so, our final higher self card, oh my god, talk about Virgo energy, wow, is the Knight of Pentacles. So, clearly, again, this is a time of organizing yourself around what you want your entire life to kind of be built around at this point. A key to that is what has been helping to heal you, because that's really what you're ready to step into and help heal others with. But yeah, Jupiter in Aries is really going to set you up with the plan you need to succeed. Amazing. Okay. So, our final breakdown, there were 2 major cards. So, real emphasis on that High Priestess energy. Listen to your intuition. Realize that it is such a solid and powerful guide at this point. Nurturing your plan. 4 of Wands cards, so many 4 of Wands energy. So this will be a powerful time again for manifestation too, for passing through this huge portal between what you didn't want anymore and what your soul has been like screaming for. No cups, no swords. So this will be a very active time. The real focus will be on career and what you want to be doing with your like work life that supports you and your family and your energy. Wow. And so all the gap numbers in the reading add up to 30. So Jupiter and Aries will all be about nurturing a softer, gentler, more compassionate approach, and watching yourself birth something so amazing that does help to not only heal yourself but the collective as well. How beautiful. I'm excited for this transit. My natal Jupiter is in Aries, so I'm going to be having my Jupiter return at some point during this time. Very neat. But that's it for this reading. I hope you found it resonant. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Yay! And if you're interested in a personal reading to help you navigate this transit, let me know. Check out my Etsy shop. It will be linked below. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram for daily inspiration, also linked below. And that's it for this time. Until next time, keep your hearts open, keep your eyes on the skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.